We are back live for the second day in a row. I'm about 1 minute late. I said I'd start at 5 o'clock. I'm going to be going live again tomorrow, cooking up some beats. Not sure what time I'm going to do that. I'm thinking earlier in the day, but at the latest, it'll be 5 o'clock, just like today. And that's Eastern Time, United States Eastern Time. Let me just make sure that I am live on all platforms here. Got my YouTube notification. Twitch seems to always work. And we are live on Facebook as well. So yeah, today we're just going to do some more beat critiques. Figured a couple beat critiques in a row should catch us up. Pretty much got caught up yesterday. We still have one submission from yesterday. And then we also have a mixtape that I kind of want to go over as well that was submitted a while back, and I forgot to go back and listen to it earlier. So let's go ahead and start off with Crisscross. Let me turn this up. Sounds fire so far. Crisscross submitted a bunch of beats yesterday. Some of them were off, some of them were on. Kind of got a mixed bag. Everything sounds legit. Definitely the UK drill vibes for sure. Sounds mixed good. Sound selection's on point. Yeah, everything was on point with that beat. Yeah, I'll just move on to the next one after that. Let's see, we have some submissions in self-promo section. I want to see if that mixtape is up on here. What's up, Tay Beats? No, it doesn't look like it's on there. Maybe in the general section. No. Probably just back in the beat critique, so I'll scroll back up and check that out. Next we have Fatal Slap. Lo-fi feel, real grimy. What's up, Tay Beats? Hope all is well with you. Really simple chord progression and melody. Nothing crazy going on there. The mix could be cleaned up a little bit. Might just be a little extra reverby in the high end there. So maybe EQ the high end a little bit so it's not as harsh up top. Yeah. Tay Beats. Specifically EQing the reverb instead of the individual instruments themselves. That's what I would recommend. Everything is fine and well on my end as well. Tay Beats. Hope everyone's staying safe and healthy out there. Piano's dope. Everyone loves that Nextel chirp. I know Kyle Beats just put it in his in one of his free kits that he released. I think it was called Andromeda. I forget. What's up, Ocelot? Apparently, Kyle Beats is coming out with a plugin. One of my friends put me on that, but I have no idea what it is. I haven't looked it up or researched it yet, but if anyone knows about it in the chat, definitely let me know. I'm interested. That flute's really interesting. It's not your traditional flute that you hear in most beats, but it sounds nice. Has a different vibe to it. Overall sounds good. Let me see if I could find this mixtape. There it is. Yep. Yeah, let's go through some of these tracks. Jaden / Joker type beat, Batman featuring Kodak Black. Yeah.
On the beat.
Looks like you're off to a good start with views. Yeah, someone mentioned in the comments sound selection. Yeah, the sound selection's on point. Everything's mixed well. Levels sound all balanced. Yeah, that one's solid. I like your artwork having the consistency. Just changing up the colors. It's pretty dope. Sound selection sounds good here, but I'm not really feeling the melodies on this one versus the last track. I feel like the last track was musically better. Yeah, just not feeling the vibe of that one. Again, sticking with the same graphic design here. Smart. Oh, that kick is nasty in a good way. Piano's dope. Nice melody. Yeah, this one's fire. This one's called Storytelling Type Beat. Or maybe it's called Quote, I'm not sure. Hoping for some boom bap type drums here. Ah, the drum should have dropped. We're gonna be a minute in without drums. No drums on the beat. Yeah, it sounded like it had a lot of potential for some boom bap drums in the background. Everything else sounded dope though. then you have a boom bap swing on this one, so yeah, I would definitely add that to the other track too. Nice little lo-fi vibe as well.
It's fresh and dope music.
I like the rim shot.
On the beat.
Would have gone with a different kick. That lead sound is kind of not it. Yeah, I'd say this is one of the weaker tracks. This one and the second one. Final track of the mixtape. It's more of an EP than a beat tape, but I mean, I guess a beat tape could be any length. I like the little perks you have in the background. A little halftime there. And some detuning. Sounds nice. Yeah, I'd say the first track and probably like the fourth track were my favorite. I think it was the fourth. Maybe it was the fifth. I could definitely say the first one's my favorite, though. Yeah, that's a good track to intro on, for sure. Let's see, we just got another submission from Nemo. I'm expecting sample beats. Wish the drums were a little punchier. Yeah, I think the bass might be a little too loud and the drums might be a little too quiet. So if you switch those around, it would be dope. This is fire. Overall, in terms of those levels, yeah, I'm only talking like 2 or 3 dB. But yeah, those drums could pop out a little bit more. Let's go to the self-promo section. We'll just do these in reverse. I think I played this yesterday. No, maybe not. Yeah, the chorus sounds, or the chorus, the choir sounds awesome with the gating on it. Sidechain. Yeah, overall a wicked, wicked beat. Aton flexing on people. Another one from Aton. This already sounds like something Ian Dior and Trevor Daniel would hop on. Definitely different from Aton's usual style. This one's more commercial. Visual goes with the beat too. The whole in memoriam vibe. Like even in the picture in the preset for in memoriam, it has this type of looking picture to it. If you guys know what I'm talking about in the graphic interface. I'm actually really considering buying, we listened to this one yesterday, Omnisphere and Keyscape, because I'm about to upgrade my hard drive to a 1 terabyte solid state. So yeah, I'll have space for Omnisphere and Keyscape, so I'm thinking about maybe picking up Omnisphere, but that would definitely be overkill. I already have so many good plugins. But I kind of just want to get it just to have it, because I think it makes sense for me to have it, but that would be the first plugin that I ever bought that I thought was overrated, but it's kind of a staple. And it is really versatile too. Works in a lot of different genres, so. If I do end up getting Omnisphere, I'm going to do a live session where I go through every single Omnisphere preset. I don't think it'll get a lot of views, but I think for the people that do watch it, it'll be good for them. What's up? The game is Rig. How you doing? Tape beats with more of the Nextel shirt. This beat's fire though. Melodies, levels, the mix. Yeah, solid track. I like that one better than the other one we just listened to. Dude, you just brought all that flex type beat, all those flex type beat techniques to Latin music. That's so wild. I've never heard that before. That was really original. Yeah, Aton's pretty good with the switch ups. A little too much detuning on the instruments. Like it sounds like it goes a little too much out of key. Yeah, a little too much detuning on that. I'd back up on the detuning. Everything else sounds on point though. Yeah, back to what I was saying. Yeah, Omnisphere, Keyscape. I was thinking about buying the Diamond bundle on Waves, but I really don't think that I would use that too much either. And then I was also looking at picking up some FabFilter stuff, like the Pro Q3 and the L2. think there's a bundle with the Pro Q3, the C2, that's FabFilter's compressor, their limiter, and limiter, compressor, and their multi-band limiter. I think you can get all that for like 300 or 400. So yeah, that combined with Omnisphere and Keyscape, yeah, that's close to $1,500 we're looking at right there. And then the Diamond bundle for Waves is like $250 right now. So yeah, roughly $1,500. Will Omni ever go on sale? Probably not. I mean, if I owned Spectrasonics, there's no way I would put that thing on sale. It sells too good for it to ever go on sale. It's pretty much an industry standard. You usually don't want to put stuff like that on sale. Like, it sells at whatever price that they have it at. Yeah, the game, as Rick said, Diamond is not necessary. Yeah, definitely not. I would only be using like 10% of the plugins in there. Let's see here. Yeah, so right now, if you guys are interested in any Waves plugins, definitely hop on there right now because they have some crazy sales going on right now. But yeah, you can get the entire Diamond bundle for $250. A lot of these plugins are only like 20 or 30 bucks right now too. So, but yeah, the only thing that I would really use in here are probably the C4, but I wouldn't use that if I had the FabFilter multi-band. H-Comp, H-Delay, maybe. I actually have H-Comp, but since Waves changed their whole subscription model, now I don't have the updated version of it, which is so stupid. So the game said he's been tuning his 808s with the keys method that I showed. I think that was like the second or third video that I ever did. But yeah, I figured that would be a really popular question in the community, just because I've seen so many tutorial videos where they're just like, yeah, to find the sample of a 808, just use Edison, and that only works like a certain percentage of the time. Plus that video, by using the keys method, you could find the key of anything, not just one 808. You could find the entire key of any sample at all. So that's why I use that method, or that's why I teach that method more than anything. Because it's pretty much what I do, except I don't use the piano roll. I just hear it. I can hear it with my ears. But by having it on the piano roll there for you guys, it allows you to hear what I'm hearing in my head, and see it visually too. Let me keep playing some music. Yeah, Tay Beats, that last track was real smooth. It was nice playing that in the background. Let's see. Yeah, H-Comp. Yeah, I don't have that license anymore because they changed their crap. L2 maximizer, I'd probably use that. Maybe the L1. But again, if I went with FabFilter, I'd be using their L2 more than Waves L2. Linear phase equalizer, but I'm really hoping FL Studio comes out with a better version of parametric EQ. So if you guys have seen my parametric EQ3 video, that actually talks about having like linear phase equalization and not multi-band, but mid-side processing, so on and so forth. So if we get that, then yeah, I wouldn't have to worry about Pro Q3 either. What else would I be using in here? Damn, every preset would take a year. En contraire, Ocelot. Actually, if I went through literally every preset, it would take me a while. But the main presets that I would go through are just the like the main presets that you would use, like your bells, your plucks, your leads, strings, so on and so forth. But I'm not going to go through like the sound effects and weird stuff that they have in Omnisphere. because a large portion of their bank is just a lot of unusable stuff. But I've gone through all their presets before, sitting in a session. So, and it didn't take me a year. It did take me a couple days, though. It did take me a couple days. And a lot of hydrating and using the bathroom and not eating. So it does take a while. What does the Waves NX virtual mix room plugin do? Do you know if it's good? I mix with headphones and it says it's helpful for that. Yeah, that's what it's made for. It's made to simulate a room within your headphones. That way, you're not hearing the usual response that you get from your headphones, which is a left and a right side. It's more natural sounding. Out of all of the emulations or simulations that I've read about or heard about or used, I'd say either the virtual mix room or I think there's a company, I forget the name of the company, but there's this one company that makes this one program called Reference something, but they literally will take like a microphone response of your room, and then they'll adjust what you're hearing in your headphones according to your room. So those are the two that I would recommend. Yeah. Basically what the game said, it's for headphones, gives you a better mixing ability to make it feel like you're listening through speakers. Exactly. But I don't use them. I used to use them back in the day, and they never really improved my mixes. So what I ended up doing was literally just learning how to mix in headphones as is, and then hearing how that translates on other systems. That's going to be better than anything. Because even when you get the software, you still got to learn it. You still got to learn what that means, like that, what you're hearing. You got to translate that. You're going to have to still listen to multiple environments, multiple speakers, and see what that mix is doing to your car mix or your studio mix or your club mix or whatever. Like, yeah, that's why I really don't recommend software like that. I think it's more of a gimmick. Maybe in the future it'll be more on point, especially with the technology that Reference program is using, where they actually measure the room response, the acoustics of your room. I think that could definitely play a huge role. You're mixing through HD 280s. Are the DTs better? Yeah, I started out on the Sennheisers, the 280s, and I thought that I liked them until I got these headphones, the Sony MDR 7506s. These sound a lot more natural to me. With the HD 280s, they're overly dark to me. Like, the mixes would always sound dark, so I would brighten them up a little too much. Once I got these headphones, I got like perfect mixes. But at the same time, I would admit that the DTs are even better than these headphones, and they're definitely better than the Sennheisers. But yeah, I consider the DT 770s, the 80 ohm, I consider that as the industry standard. But these Sony MDR 7506s, these are in almost every studio in the world as well. But yeah, I would definitely switch from the Sennheisers, the 280s. I hated those things once I realized that they weren't doing me any favors. And like I was saying, you can go and reference multiple speakers, multiple environments to help you translate, and then you go back and adjust with the headphones that you're using. But even doing that with the Sennheisers, I still always had trouble. So, but yeah, I recommend getting the DTs. They're not that much more expensive than the Sonys right now. This is actually my second pair of Sonys. The first one's broke, and then I got these for even cheaper than I bought the first one. So that's why I got these instead of the DTs. Because I was like, well, I'm not exactly rich right now, so let me just buy what was already working for me. So anyway, continuing on. This track was pretty cool too. With the 80 ohm, you'll be able to run that through your computer, no problem. You won't need a headphone amp for the 80 ohms. That's actually why I recommend the 80 ohms, so that you don't have to get an amp. Let's see. Oh yeah, let me keep playing this and keep going through these plugins. I really thought I was going to bore you guys with all that talk, but it seems like you guys stuck around, so good on that. Let's see. Yeah, this NLS, nonlinear summer. Maybe if I got back into vocal production, I would use that. Pultec EQs. I already have some Pultec emulations that are on point, but I guess I would try those out too. R-Bass, it's pretty cool, but I survived without it already. RVox, that's like one of the best compressors in the world, even though it's called RVox. Like, I know people use that on all kinds of sources. Don't really need the loudness meter because I use Uline. I'm not sure if I would use this sonic enhancer. So yeah, we're really looking at maybe RVox, R-Bass. The linear phase stuff, L2, and the C4. And like I said, if I got the Fab Filter stuff, I definitely wouldn't need any of that, really. And then if when FL Studio 21 comes out, I almost promise you that they're going to be changing that EQ. By the way, if you guys were paying attention to that series, ImageLine did hit me up, and they said that most of the stuff that I went over is has already been they've been in the process of implementing, which I knew, because I do visit the forums and I read them quite a bit. But yeah, like I said, they do watch my channel, and a lot of that stuff is going to be implemented. So I really want to wait and see what ImageLine does before I start buying bundles of plugins again. This track is fire. Like, your sound selection, the melodies, the composition, the mixing. Yeah, super well balanced. That's a great track. Any idea when the update will come? No, I'm not sure. My guess would be August, September. That's usually when they drop the new version of FL. But with the whole Corona thing, who knows? Everything's delayed right now in every industry, so. This is smooth. I like the percussion in the background. Maybe turn that up a little bit. Sound selection's cool. Not really sure what genre I would call this. What I would recommend is going through and picking out like 10 of your favorite beats and trying to recreate them with the sounds that you have, because I think that'll teach you a lot more than even my tutorials in terms of learning what you want to learn when you're making your beats. Because I can't even name an artist or a band or anything that would make this. I can't put my finger on the genre. I don't know what to call it really, but yeah. I think just making more music that's more familiar would definitely help you out for sure. Cool vibe overall, but I feel like the sound selection is kind of all over the place. Like, with the guns shooting and then the choir and strings, and then you have these bells. They all sound like they don't really belong with each other. So, but overall, the vibe is pretty interesting. Sounds like something you would run into like playing an RPG game or something. It's one thing I keep bringing up. I feel like a large handful of you guys would do so much better getting offline and trying to get your music into music libraries versus trying to sling beats on BeatStars. This has some Blade Runner vibes. Pretty interesting. Really the same comments from the other beat that he submitted. Quality mix, quality sound selection, melodies, everything musically sound pretty dope. What do I mean by music libraries? There's libraries of music that literally license out your music to other companies. That's what a music library is. That's literally all they do. So you submit your music to a music library, and then they shop your music to TV, film, video games, you name it. Advertising, so on and so forth. And then they usually take a percentage of your publishing in return. That's how you get your music into Netflix and, TV shows, movies, games, so on and so forth. I mean, when you really think about it, that's how most music that you ever hear is launched or released. Because if you think about the music that you hear in a game or TV or whatever, like all of that is usually from a music library. So yeah, most of the music that you listen to, besides what you listen to on Spotify, maybe, it's the majority of music, it comes from music libraries. That's not a fact, that's just logic off the top of my head. Like most of the music that you hear is originally from a library. Has that strange music vibe where you would hear like a Eminem or a Tech Nine on this beat, but the sounds just are a little dated. That's the main issue.
If you cut it, hell of a track.
I had two songs playing at the same time. I didn't realize. My bad. Definitely has some nice features to this beat in terms of like the feel, the vibe, like the overall griminess to it. Not a whole lot going on, so it leaves a lot of space for an artist to kind of do their thing on it too, so that's good. That snare got lost there. Sounds like you have a lot of compression on the master. Yeah, because that snare's getting ducked. I said master, but that could be on the drum bus too. Definitely has, you know, your UK drill vibes for sure. Sound selection's on point. Good choices in composition, like the melodies and whatnot. Yeah, just really that snare is the only issue. Another one from Aton. Oh, I think I've heard this one. I think we're getting into some of the
great living art
older stuff. It is what you think it is. We'll just leave it at that. So we have a whole EP here. Man, yeah, I'm glad you guys have been taking advantage of the self-promo section. Nice vibe here, nice rhythm. Yeah, isn't that just a sped up version of, I forget what it's called. I'd say your overall style of production is more on the vapor side of these genres. You said hip hop, trap, lo-fi. It's more vapor trap than anything, which is my favorite genre actually. So. The intro was just way too long, and then nothing really changed up here. I like the sounds though. The sound selection's on point, but just kind of drug out a little too much. I think I remember hearing this one too. Yeah, the vibes are just like really slow melodics. Definitely works for the right mood. Some playful vibes.
Mikä siinä on? Et täytyy sun mulle sun päätäsi aukoa. Ja
Oh
mikä siinä
yeah,
on?
I think I did
Et
hear this
jatkuva
one
syöttö
before.
ei näkyvistä
Yeah, I'll
aukoa.
stop going back
Pitäisikö
every this one.
pitää se suuki ja olla vaan hiljaa? Ettei tarttis mun polttaa sitä siltaa. On miettinyt kauan, et kuka noit räkiksi tänne nyt haluu. Siin kaikkea muut kääntyy suut. Taas kun tuut, et paikalle voi asettua vaan täy.
Yeah, I like it, just don't understand what they're saying, obviously. Mookie. Maybe switch out the hi-hat. The hi-hat sounds a little cheap or plasticky. Kind of hard to put my finger on it. Those extra snares, actually the snares all together, the extra snares and the main snares, I think those need to be changed out with something that hits a little harder. Something that blends together a little bit better. Yeah, I think my main issue with that one is just sound selection, the sounds of your drums, and then maybe that lead. Yeah, I mean, it sounds like a basic sine wave with some legato put on it. Maybe add something to that just to kind of spice it up, make it a little different. Let's see. I think that is where we are going to stop. All right, guys, I'm going to be back tomorrow for some live beat making. We'll be cooking up live tomorrow, so hopefully that will give you guys something a little different to look at. And then Monday, I'm dropping my quarantine video on all the different companies that released free software, free tools, free plugins, and stuff like that during the quarantine time. And I'm also going to be dropping videos on free plugins that you can add on your mobile device or iPad, tablet, so on and so forth. And then another video going over free, what I think are the best free instrument plugins in 2020. So a lot of stuff covering free products for you guys in this time of need where I feel like not a lot of people have a lot of money right now. So That's definitely what I'm going to be covering. On top of that, I'm going to be dropping some free products of my own, in addition to some premium products down the line. So that will be happening all within the next month or so. Where can you send in beats? There is a link in the description to submit into Discord. I'll give you like 5 minutes to do that. And then we're actually going to head on out. A shorter live session today. It's only been an hour, but it's a Friday, so a lot of people aren't necessarily on YouTube right now. But yeah, tomorrow we'll be back at it again. I'm going to give this guy a little bit more time to submit a beat here. In the meantime, let's go back to self-promo. Yeah, we'll listen to one more track here from Aton, and then if Atez doesn't submit a track by then, we'll move on.
The greats living.
Oops, didn't mean to do that. Just got a submission from Gianni. Ian Dior guitar type beat. Right when I say I'm about to head off, all these people say they want to send in beats. To send in beats, the link is in the description of the video. Make sure you submit beats to the beat critique section of Discord. Again, that link is in the description of the video. Just waiting on Atez and DJ Martin Jones to submit. This is a piano type beat, not a guitar type beat. This is all piano. Oh, Gianni is Atez. Okay. Cool. So we're just waiting on DJ Martin Jones. Oh, there's the guitar. The piano covers that guitar up so much. I think the guitar strings are just really soft, so it sounds like a piano. But yeah, I'd totally hear the guitar now. Everything's on point though. The levels, the balancing, the composition. Yeah, man, that sounds like a beat that should sell. Hopefully you're selling that beat, no problem. Next up, Aesthetic. Too Much Thinking, Juice WRLD type beat.
It's all about aesthetic.
A lot of high end, maybe a little too much. But I do like the sound selection. Sounds clean and crisp, but yeah, maybe a little too much high end. Yeah, sounds crisp and clean, but yeah, just a little too much high end. I'm thinking like somewhere around 7K, 8K. Just sounds a little harsh. Next one's from DJ Martin Jones. Ski Mask
Martin, are you leaving?
type beat. The low end's hitting real nice. Doing a nice job with the stereo field. Maybe turn down the knifing sounds a little bit. Sounds dope though. Bro, I'm not gonna listen to every single one of your beats. Or maybe I will, I'll just skip through a lot of it. Kick is nice and hard. That choir is kind of suspect though. Maybe turn up the 808 a little bit, but yeah, I'm not really feeling that choir. This one's your best mix. It's balanced nice. Nothing's really sticking out. Yeah, I'd say that's probably your best beat out of those.
Martin, are you leaving? Martin, are you leaving?
The kick's a little too loud. Or 808, I should say. Yeah, the 808's just too loud in that one.
Martin, are you leaving?
That's actually my favorite beat from you right there. I really don't know what else to say about that other than only specific people are going to hop on that track like a Ski Mask or who was I thinking of? The guy that did I can't think of his name right now. Ultimate or Undefeated. He has this video where it looks like he's powering up. But yeah, there was like a whole movement behind this one genre where it was like screamo rap. That sounds like, you know.
Martin, are you leaving?
Yeah, thank you. Denzel Curry. Exactly. Shit. This beat too, there's like something dirty about it, but I wouldn't go back and change anything. Like, I think this beat and this beat are fire, like as is. I'll just move on. Like, that's gonna sound nasty and loud in the club. Like, if someone were to just grab that MP3 and then just start rapping on it in the club, the crowd's gonna pay attention to that for sure. Like, even though it's not clean, or sometimes that's not what you want. Like, sometimes you want that grimy feel. You got it on that one. What? That actually sounds like something Jay-Z would rap on. This is fire too, but that intro's annoying.
Martin, are you leaving?
This beat would be fire if you just dropped it. Just drop it right at the very beginning. Just get right into the beat. Like, you don't even need an intro. I think that would make it so much harder. And I haven't heard a beat that does that. So just drop it. That's what I would do.
DJ Martin Jones.
Damn, Haven.
Not really feeling that one. But it's in the same category as all the other ones in terms of the critiques. Well, yeah, now you're sending too much because that was just crap. No, what is this? Yeah, all right. That's going to be the end of the critique there. You make good beats, so... Yeah, we're just going to skip this one because of the last one. So maybe that'll teach you not to send whatever that was. I don't even know what that was. So yeah, because of that, we are going to have to wait for this one during the next beat critique, which will probably be Monday. But yeah, I will